Now, so in the previous video, we studied how to represent a given Hindu-Arabic numeral into Roman numeral. Now we can look how to write a given Roman numeral into Hindu-Arabic numeral. Hindu-Arabic numeral means the numerals which we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usual representation. That is a Hindu-Arabic numeral. So now we can see how to write a given Roman numeral into Hindu-Arabic numeral. See the first question. XL5. So which Hindu-Arabic numeral does this Roman numeral represent? How can you find it? See, X and L. We can separate this XL plus V. We can write this as a sum of XL plus 5. And you know XL represent which number? Tell which number does XL represent? You know L is a representation of 50. So XL means which number does it represent? This X represent 10 and L represent 50. And a smaller symbol is placed to the left side of larger symbol. So what we have to do? We have to subtract the smaller value from the larger value. So 50 minus 10 equal to 40. So this is the Roman letter representation of 40 and V, you know. This is the Roman letter representation of which number? It is a very familiar number. It is 5. So XLV is a representation of which Hindu-Arabic numeral? 40 plus 5 equal to 45. So you have studied XL as a representation of 40. In the first table we have seen how to write the basic ones, tens and 100 in Roman letter representation, isn't it? So you should study it very well. I am repeating it. You should study those representation given in the table very well so that it will be very easy for you to do given problems. Okay. Now let us see the second question. XC1x. Which Hindu-Arabic numeral does this represent? This Roman letter represent? We can write this as a sum of XC plus 1x. You know, this is a representation of which Roman numeral? This is C is 100 and X is 10. Smaller value is represented to the left side of larger value. So 100 minus 10 it is 90. We have written XC in that table. 90 is represented as XC plus 1x is a representation of which number? 9. So XC 1x is a representation of which number? Hindu-Arabic numeral? 90 plus 9? 99. XC 1x is a representation of 99. Is it easy? If you study the table, it will be more easy for you. Okay? Now see this CDXC. How can we write this as a sum of two numbers, 2 or 3 numbers? We can write this as a sum CD plus XC. Can you tell CD represent which Roman numeral? Which Hindu-Arabic numeral? D is 500 and C is 100. So C is a smaller value placed to the left side of D. Isn't it? C is 100 and D is 500 and 100 is a smaller value is placed to the left side of larger value. So what we have to do? We have to subtract 500 minus 100. So what is this value? CD represents 400 plus XC. Can you tell what does X represent? C is a representation of 100 and X is a representation of 10. Here the smaller value 10 is placed to the left side of the larger value C. So what we have to do? We have to subtract the smaller value from the larger value. So XC represent which number? 100 minus 10. That is 90. So can you tell CDX is a representation of which number? 490. Sorry, 400 plus 90, 490. So you have to study this representation. It is given in the table. See, for representing 40, we write XL. For representing 90, what we will write? XC. This is a representation of 40. This is a representation of 90. So can you tell what is the representation of 900? 1000 minus C. So CM is a representation of 900. So you have to study the basic representation of ones, tens and hundreds. Then only it will be easy for you to represent the given Hindu Arabic numeral into Roman numeral, or to represent the given Roman numeral into Hindu Arabic numeral. So you should write down this in your notebook. Write down these examples in your notebook and write down the table which I have given first in the notebook. This chapter is there for the periodic test. So do exercise 3 completely and study very well. Chapter 1, 2 and 3. Study very well and complete your notes and homeworks and submit it to me. Okay?